Hello runners, this is Matt Fitzgerald with Competitor.com. I'm here at the running event in Austin, Texas. Standing next to me is the great Alberto Salazar, who was the recipient of a Lifetime Achievement Award tonight. Congratulations, Alberto.
Thank you, Matt. Yeah, it's great to be here, and I'm very happy to receive the award and very thankful.
In your estimation, what is the biggest contribution to running that you've made, both as an athlete and as a coach, or one or the other?
Well, I'll be honest, man. I never really think about it in those terms. You know, what have I contributed? I tend to try and just look forward and think more about, how can I contribute? And and that's the goal for me now. Is always looking forward. And so, as a coach, I want to continue to be part of what I see as a tremendous American resurgence in distance running in the world, and that we are becoming more and more competitive, and we're starting to medal in world championships and Olympics. And so, to me, that's my goal, and I just look at myself as having a small part in a much bigger overall effort by a lot of people in the whole country.
Now, you've talked a lot about the mistakes you made in your career as a runner that you're trying to help the athletes you coach not make. And I guess maybe the most obvious one is overtraining. You've said that you tended to do a little too much. But is there a second mistake, sort of underneath that one, that you feel you made that you really try to help your runners that you coach avoid?
Biomechanics are so vital, and that the old idea that everybody can have a different form, and it really doesn't matter what your biomechanics are. In running and distance running, it's not important. That's very, very outdated. That we know without a doubt that the very best runners that have the longest careers are those that are biomechanically sound and run correctly. And so that's something that I'm really stressing with my runners, and I feel it's as important as how many miles you run and how hard you push, and your pace that you run in your intervals is if you're running correctly or not. When I look at the runners that I'm coaching, I feel really, lucky and blessed to have such a great group of runners. I mean, I have a lot of great runners, and you can't help but, look good when you train some athletes of that caliber. But it's a tremendous responsibility at the same time, because they're at the very highest level, and it's not like there's a lot of room for error. And they're either going to be winning or placing very high internationally, or they're going to feel and that you haven't done what they wanted you and expected you as their coach to do. So there's a responsibility and pressure that comes with it, but I enjoy it. And again, it's just I look at it and I tell them, hey, you know what? It's all just a small part of life, and I'm going to do my best for you, and you do your best, and and whatever happens. It's whatever you want to call it, fate or God's will. But it's not the end of the world, no matter what. So I always try and keep it all in perspective.
Well, it's going to be very exciting to watch what happens over the next years with you and your runners. And again, congratulations on your Lifetime Achievement Award tonight.
Thank you, Matt.